I'm here in Hartwick, New York, in front of a homeschooling community support center. And this is critically important because centers like this, they're going to help out individual parents who want to pull their kids out of public school but don't know what to do. They're confused, they don't get it. These types of centers are going to show them the right way to give their kids the right education. And that's what I want. Why would people care about that now? Because it's a freak out right now across New York State. People are concerned. They're worried about the new CDC guidelines. They're worried about vaccinations. They're worried about what the government can do to control their kids. They're worried. Now look, if you're okay and you don't mind and you want to send your kid up to school and you want to give them vaccinations, please go ahead. Absolutely. But what if you're concerned? What if you're worried and you may not want that to happen? Well, we have to be able to allow individual parents to do what they feel is best for their kid. And right now that is really hard. So what can we do? Number one thing we can do is we can talk about it. I hope you're going to talk about it. I talk about it. Get people to understand this matters to New Yorkers, and that if our leaders hear this, it will slow them down and make them rethink what they're doing here in our state. But to be forward, that's not enough. We have to do even more than that. We have to change how the funding actually goes to each school and for each student. And my plan, you've heard before, I'm sure, we've got to go directly from a fund directly to the district, and each dollar follows the kid. $18,000 goes into that district per kid, but here's the best part. If you decide that you want to take your kid out to do private school or homeschool, $6,000 credit goes to you so that now you can do what you think is best for your kid. But here's the best part of the whole deal. You still get access to the district's facilities. So now you can take your kid home or put them into a private school and they can still go to prom. They can still be in a football team. They can still join the math club. They can still do what you feel is appropriate to keep that community together, but be educated as you see fit for your kid, helping out your kid in any way you see fit. But also, what if your kid's special needs? Helping out your kid with special needs too. Giving them the education they need that's going to make them feel the best. But we're still not done. Why does that matter? Because if you change the funding to be the way I just said, no extra funding comes from the state, no extra funding comes from the federal government. That means they can't control you. The Department of Education, the Board of Regents, they have very little power now. Now they have guidance, which is good. They should be able to guide you if they want. But local school districts should be able to make decisions for local schools, and you as a parent should be able to make decisions for your kid. The BOE, the Board of Regents, the Department of Education will have almost no power over our kids, and that's what I want. We have to see them as valuable and then make decisions based upon what they say. That's awesome, but they can't force us to do anything. The next piece that matters is we have to make sure that once we've changed that, individual people start running for office locally to actually make things work. This is why I'm running. So that now locally, people have an apparatus to actually run locally in their own districts, run locally in their own communities, run locally in their own counties and cities, and make the change that they feel is best. We can do that. We need a new way of thinking about New York schools. We need a new way of thinking about our kids' education and responsibility that parents and governments have. We need a new New York.